I'm Brie K. This is Kasairi.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm Brie K. This is Kasairi, and we wanted to talk about how we are personally navigating the COVID-19 economy right now. I just want to give a disclaimer, though, that we don't know your situation, so whatever you take from this video and apply it to your life, that's your choice, your risk, all that kind of stuff. We're not financial advisors. Don't come for me. Don't sue me if you try something and it don't work. We're just gonna talk about our experiences in this economy. Well, I just want to start out I feel like I've been learning through this whole thing that I'm actually a really positive person. I didn't know how positive I was until my hours got cut at work, and I was happy about it. Even though I'm getting paid less, I just saw that there's opportunity to do other things in that time. I mean, having a full-time job, getting your hours cut to be less than a part-time job, you feel the difference. I definitely feel the difference, but at the same time, there are just other things that we're doing to be able to navigate in this economy. So I'm a producer and she's an artist, so we're gonna kind of talk about it from that perspective, but also just creatively and just from that whole perspective. The first thing I wanted to talk about was one of the things that both of us have been doing, I think, is creating content, creating music, writing songs and stuff like that. So I wanted you to talk about your experience with TikTok and just what you've been creating in general, and how has that been helping you as an artist?
Okay, so obviously as an artist you have to be shameless, and that is one thing that I always had a problem with. We both are introverts.
Sure.
We would rather not. No, but I hate doing all of that, and I hate it even ever since high school. People be you should do this, you should try out for American Idol, you should blah. It's just shut the frick up, you don't know my life, okay? You don't know my struggle. As the years gone on, you kind of, even taking this whole break or whatever with this whole quarantine thing, you realize okay, I should be making content, I should be making videos, putting myself out there. I literally have nothing else to do but sell myself. TikTok obviously is really popular right now. People are blowing up through one video. I feel some of the content you see is planned stuff, and I don't like that. I usually function better off of improv. You gotta play around with it, write stuff down, or if you're in the moment and I'm just I'm just gonna record right now. But I think that I've gotten a lot of good feedback. People have followed me that I don't even know. People comment, show love, likes, all of that stuff. I feel it's easier to me than Instagram. I feel Instagram is more planned out type of stuff.
Yeah,
you gotta,
polish
scheme and stuff like that. And I think that TikTok is more my thing because I'm really out there sometimes, and I don't want to be controlled, so it's really liberating to just be let me turn the camera and be hey, whatever, just record whatever, record a story that I feel telling. I would never do that on Instagram. Maybe an IG story because it's gonna go away, but
not on a post, right?
Yeah, not on a post. Being able to create content and just put stuff out there because people want to know who you are at the same time, so it's just this is the perfect time for me to just let people know who I am, sell myself, and get exposure where I can to help prepare me to go out into the real world after this quarantine is over.
So for people out there, you might be thinking I don't have a vibrant personality like Kasairi. I'm not cute like Kasairi. I'm whatever. But whatever it is that you're good at, if you rap, if you're good at freestyling, if you make beats, because I know a lot of you that watch my videos are producers and things. If you guys make beats, get on there and make some beats and show what it is that you have. I need to take my own advice because I have not posted to TikTok because I don't know how to work it yet. Grandma. I haven't got on there yet, but I probably will soon. I'm gonna need to. But even Instagram, or even if you're on the other socials like Twitter or Facebook or whatever, just get on there and do whatever it is that you're good at. I'm not really a super vibrant person either. So I understand that some of you might not have that personality, but if you do and you're not on TikTok, you're literally wasting this opportunity, especially if you have a lot of time on your hands right now to point people to who it is that you are and your brand. If you are going to try to sell beats, sell songs, get people to stream your music. Like, you want eyes on you in any kind of way possible, especially right now. Something that I have been doing, which kind of leads me into this next thing, is obviously selling beats and selling merch. And then if you're artists, pushing your music, like getting people to stream it and things. One thing also that I kind of want to dispel is I feel like everybody thinks that everybody's broke right now and that like everybody's at home, and that's just not the case. There are certain businesses that are booming right now, and so there are certain, like we have friends, for example, who work at Costco, who work at Starbucks, or who are working like 10-12 hour shifts, and who are getting paid extra over and beyond whatever their normal hourly wages because of this crisis. So like, don't think that like nobody has money, so I shouldn't even try to sell anything, or I shouldn't offer anything. Like, just offer it. I think like if you can get on a drop shipping site and make something and offer that to people, because sometimes your friends and family, they want to support you, but if you just get out there and say, oh, my Cash App is this, and you don't give them anything, like, I don't know. I just think that like you can do that, and you know, some people, you can't get money, but like have something to offer. For example, my hoodie, which you can get at these are the stuff. Is that whack?
No. Insert.
For example, some of my friends and family have wanted to support me and have purchased this hoodie during this time, even though everybody's broke, because everybody's not broke during this time. That's one thing. Selling beats also. Like she had said with TikTok, you can get more eyes on you like in a shorter amount of time than Instagram. If you get more eyes on your brand, that's more people that you could potentially sell your stuff to. Does that make sense?
Totally makes sense. People spend hours on TikTok like scrolling. Like, I literally have spent hours before I started doing videos. It's more controlled now. I started actually doing videos, and that's when it became intentional and purposeful, and just like, you know what, I'm gonna use this platform to sell myself, whether it be through jokes, stories, so anything anybody can relate to. And singing as well, because it's just like, people need features too. People want a singer for just random stuff. Everybody is out there, okay? Any kind of individual is out there searching for something, and you may have that something that nobody else has.
That's true. So sell yourself. Sometimes people hit you up for stuff that you don't even offer, and you can just say yes if you need the money, and if it's something that's easy to do, like tags. Like, we've been hit up for tags a lot in the past. Like, we didn't even offer that. Just people like, oh, can you make me a tag? Sure. Yeah. So like, if you have recording equipment, you may as well. But if nobody's seeing you because you're not putting anything out there, then nobody's gonna see you. The next thing I want to talk about is reselling. We resell. Although the reselling game has been kind of dry because of the virus, like pretty much the last couple months. But at the same time, like, there were certain items that I had laying around that, one, I either was contemplating keeping, or two, that I have been wanting to put on eBay for a while, but I just never got around to it. If you have like new stuff sitting around, or if you have a really nice pair of shoes, even if you really need money, like if you're really hurting for money, there's certain things that you can possibly give up. Like, I think if you have like a really dope pair of Jordans that's like, you know, it's like super clean, you rarely ever wear it, like, sell those joints. Like, I mean, like, you don't have to, obviously, like, some of you want to keep that and stuff like that, but like, if worse comes to worse, like, I think to myself, like, I have certain things sitting around that I've been holding to try and like for the value to raise, but like, if worse comes to worse, I'll sell it. Shoes are like such an easy way to get into, I feel like, assets. Like, you know, a lot of my producer friends like love shoes and like love like Supreme and like all these like high-end brands and stuff like that. Like, if that's you, I mean, just think outside the box for certain things that may have value that you might be holding on to if you really are hurting for money, and like, sell the joints.
Obviously, there's a lot of niches that people have. Is that how you say the word? I don't know. Niche or niche? I don't know. But what are those? And also games. I would say like games like on the like Call of Duty or the Zelda. That is a really good game. People like love that game. And if you can get it new, it's crazy. Whatever you're interested in, or whatever you are like, well, what sells? Because we have had people ask, well, what
I don't know what to buy, I don't know what to sell, and stuff like that.
But that's why you gotta just research.
Yeah.
Like, when stores were open, I would just like look at stuff at Marshall's and be like, looking it up constantly, look it up. Or even if I went to like the garage sale or something, then I would like look up stuff that I think would sell, and then you see that stuff that you think would sell does not sell, and stuff that doesn't look like it would sells like crazy. So it is research, but you have the time right now.
Also, like puzzles. If you have like puzzles that are new or whatever, I don't know what the craze is right now, but like puzzles are apparently like really hard to find. If you have puzzles that are new sitting around, or like even if it's just one that you completed already and you're done with it, like I don't know, just see how much it'll go for. Just look it up on eBay or Mercari or whatever, like I don't know, whatever platforms that you would sell on, even Facebook Marketplace, like stuff like that. Just look up what would sell and just, I don't know, like you have to think outside the box. Like if you're really hurting for money and you don't want to like go work at like a grocery store, because grocery stores are hiring right now, if you don't want to go do that, like think out, you have to be creative and like think outside the box. Right before this hit, I sold a pair of Yeezys that I was thinking about keeping and I'm glad I did.
I've resold a lot of things that I did not think people would buy. People love Starbucks cups, like no matter if it's used or not, people will buy those joints for like $5. Like, and you could have that for like years and people will buy it for like $5. And that's something that's like, that's $5. Imagine you had 5 cups, that's like $25. You know what I mean? You just make them pay for the shipping and all that stuff. I've sold Victoria's Secret bags that, you know, the totes that they give on Black Friday for free with your purchase. Like, I have like 3 of them. I sold like 2 of them for like $30 on Mercari, and just like that, obviously that's $30 profit. I didn't spend money on that. So like stuff like that, you gotta like just think like, what do I have laying around that I don't want anymore? People have pins. People buy that. Like they bought the Louis Vuitton one for like $90.
Dang, that's crazy.
The one that you got for free. Like people you just never know the treasure that you have at home. It's crazy.
A hack to selling on eBay, by the way, is to look up your item and then in the filter, go scroll down to completed items, mark completed items, and then scroll to like the more recent ones that have sold, and literally like press on the item and then sell one like this. It's gonna like enter most of the details for you. If it's like around the price that you want and like the shipping that you want, it's gonna enter like all the details of the item for you, so that you don't really have to do that. You just fill out your description, take your own pictures, you know, edit it to be whatever it is that you want it to be and put it up, and most of the time like you get more eyes on it rather than if you just try to blindly go into it and just like sell something. So that's a little hack for you.
The Switch games are selling like crazy.
I know, and I low-key want one. I'm not gonna get one though.
Wait, why? Oh, to have, like you want your own. I know, so did I. But like, so today, like I got a notification that Best Buy had restocked, and I went there and I added it to my cart. But I was like confused. Well, not confused. I was just unsure because I didn't know that it was all Switch consoles. I thought it was just like the Animal Crossing one. It's literally all. And then by the time that I was gonna buy it, it was like sold out. So I was just like, and the one that was there was like black and gray, super like the plain basic one. It's selling for like $430.
Dang.
What's $500?
What's the retail?
$300.
Dang. That's a quick $150.
Girl,
$200.
seriously.
So if you can get your hands on a Switch, or if you have a Switch and you don't use it,
Real
again,
talk.
like things that you don't use, put that joint up.
Real talk.
Next thing that I want to talk about is actually the thing that I've been most excited about in this economy, which is the stock market. I'm not gonna get into specific stocks because I don't want to influence your buying decision or anything like that. There are different broker apps that you can go through, like Ameritrade, Robinhood, Stash. And I know that there's other ones out there, I can't think of them right now, but like if you have friends that buy stock or anything like that, like hit them up and just ask them like what's going on in the stock market. Or I mean, you can watch the news, but I kind of feel like the news will have you being scared to buy when it's the great time to buy, and will have you wanting to buy when it's the time to sell. Right now, the stock market is so low. Like, I'm not all stocks, but like a good portion of stocks right now of companies, their shares are selling for like half the price, a third the price of what they normally are. Some of them are like in like the single-digit dollars. Like, honestly, like I like don't want to tell people what to do, but like if I was you and I had like a Netflix membership or like a Spotify or Apple Music membership or whatever, like I would literally cancel that joint for 1 month. Maybe not Netflix, because I understand like everybody needs their shows like right now, but like if you have Spotify or Apple Music, like cancel that joint for a month, take that $10 and like go see what you can get in the stock market for cheap. Like, seriously, honestly, like even if it's just one share, like
Yeah.
Just something. The thing about the stock market is most of the time it is a long game. It depends on what you want to do, obviously, but like most of the time it is a long game. So like you're not gonna see like profits right away, and it is volatile, meaning it's always changing. There is risk involved and stuff like that. But like for the most part, if these companies survive this whole crash, whatever you buy today, like 2-3 years from now is undoubtedly gonna be higher, because some of these stocks are at an all-time low. Like they're the lowest they've been in 5, 6, 7 years. So like, I'm just saying, just go peek in there and just see what you can afford. And what I also like about stocks is, again, they're assets. Like, if worse comes to worse, I could sell all my shares and get my money back. Like, or I could sell some shares from here or there or whatever and get some money back, like if I really need the money. So like, I don't know, again, like putting your money in places that are going to either increase in value or hold their value so that you can get it back if you need to, like is kind of a smart decision right now, rather than just like blowing it on like, I don't know what you'd be blowing it. Yeah, I guess food, like Postmates and DoorDash and whatever, like sitting at home. Although a lot of places are having discounts though. Yeah, a lot of them are having discounts, so look for the discounts. Is there anything that you want to say about the stock market?
No, I mean, obviously do your research. It's out there. But I will say that I did get a free stock when I signed up for Robinhood, and they gave me Sprint, and it was like $5, I think, around when they gave it to me. The past like 3 weeks, it had rose up to like $3, and then they sent a message basically saying that they stopped trading. And then Bub said that they might merge with T-Mobile, and that joint is worth $80. And I was like, oh Jesus, I hope they merge. So I'm waiting on that, and that's pending, and I'm excited about it.
Right. Yo, and you know what I've been thinking too? I mean, honestly, like, okay, I'm not like an economic anything. Guru. I don't know hardly anything about the economy. I don't know hardly anything about like how money works and like all that kind of stuff. Because I don't want to name any of the companies. Because again, I don't want people to go and be influenced and be like, oh, I have to buy this because she said to buy this.
No, you don't have to. We already know that we're not financial. They already know we're not financial advisors.
I hope they know that we're not financial advisors. But
you can do your research
and like think to yourself, like, what businesses are sucking right now that you know are like, first of all, they've like been around forever, they've been around for a long time, or like you just know that after this people are going to want to go do those things. Right. Again, the market's volatile. You can't like predict whatever, but like, I don't know, just look at the numbers and just like think to yourself, like, I don't know, try to think and reason with yourself, like, is this going to be something that's going to be good in the long run? Is this going to be, oh, you know, this company is adding on an extra, or they're introducing something later this year, or like stuff like that. Like, sure, maybe you won't go buy shares in Tesla or Apple, or, you know, because they're like so expensive. You're not going to buy a whole Bitcoin, right? A whole Bitcoin. Yeah. But just like some of the smaller ones, like, I don't know, just go look.
Yeah, just go look.
Just go look. So.
Even YouTube University, that helps slim the chances of your risk. You know, like so literally so many people do videos on how they started, what they started buying at first, and how they grew, or even just like the bad decisions that they felt that they made and stuff like that. Like, it's all there. Just research if that is something that you desire. I desire to day trade one day, eventually, and I mean, this is where you could start. Like, you know.
The last thing that I want to talk about is giving. I know that some people may not understand this principle or may not agree with this principle, but I am Christian. I do believe the Bible, and one of the principles that I do believe in from the Bible is sowing and reaping. Some people believe in like karma, or, you know, what goes around comes around type thing. When you give to others who like really need it, and sometimes it doesn't have to be like a whole lot, but like if you're able to, make sure that you give to others. I promise you, it always comes back. Like, it just does.
That's the ROI. Like, the ROI. And it doesn't even have to be money. Honestly, it could be your time. It could be
your skills.
Your skills, taking pictures, editing something real quick, doing a little video for somebody, modeling their merch for somebody. Like, literally anything. People need stuff all the time. You could literally go on Craigslist and be like, we'll work freelance for blah blah blah. I don't suggest it though, because if you're a girl, only if you're going to the group. Craigslist killer or what? You saw the live chat movie?
If you have the skill set, like, leverage that, you know, like, just think of creative ways to leverage that. But again, give of yourself first. Like, offer what you have to offer and give that. And I promise you, like, it comes back. It doesn't always, and most of the time, it doesn't even come back from the same person that you gave it to. It just comes from something else. But it always comes back. So, like, make sure, I mean, for us, like, we always keep in mind just like giving to people. If there's an opportunity and I see it to give to somebody and I'm able to, I will do it. That is another way that I'm navigating this COVID-19 economy. Again, I don't know your situation. Maybe some of you aren't even looking for opportunity. You're just like, dude, I finally get a break. That is awesome. That's awesome. I hope that you are able to relax. If you are able to relax during this time, if you are stressed about your money or your finances, I hope that you just don't stress. When you stress, it affects your health. And like, so, you know, try not to stress out about things. Take a deep breath. I understand everybody's not, you know, like in a positive mindset or, you know, doesn't see opportunity in this. Everybody sees like doom and gloom, but this too will pass.
Keep the faith up.
For real. Keep the faith.
Hope alive.
Keep the faith up. I know everybody's like, stay home and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I hope that you guys are all doing well. Don't kill me in the comments. I just feel like this is such like a touchy subject to talk about, and people are either really like, yes, I feel like people are either super like jokey and like not taking it seriously, and other people are just like, how dare yes, like how dare you even mention the virus, like,
that's funny.
You know. So just don't kill me in the comments, please. But I hope this is helpful. Please leave comments about how you are navigating COVID-19, any like opportunities that you're seeing in this. Just go to leave them in the comments and let's help each other out. Go ahead and subscribe, click the noti bell, the notification bell, and again, leave a comment and let us know if there's anything that you are doing to navigate this situation and make it more of a positive thing.
And if you're wanting to give, you could give your money to buy a jacket, a hoodie.
Yes, and if you like her shirt, it is from Jack the Ripper. It actually has like scripture on it. I think he doesn't even make a profit off of it, or maybe he profits like $1 or something. But they are very encouraging scriptures, so go and check that out. I will leave that in the description box as well. I think that is everything.
Yes.